Good afternoon again, Watauga. Today is Friday, the 22nd of May, 2020, and today we take another step toward the new normal. As always, let's start off and go over the latest numbers we have from the Tarrant County Public Health Department. We're up to 4,899 total cases, 96 new cases, 141 deaths, and 1,809 recoveries. That's an increase of 633 cases since last Friday and 342 more recoveries. Watauga's numbers are up again this week. We have 24 cases now, 8 recovered, and unfortunately, I have 1 death to report. Now, as I've mentioned before, one of the main numbers we watch is the number of hospital beds that are occupied by COVID-19 patients. That number has dropped nearly 30% since last week, and that's good. But as I have stated many times, we still have a ways to go. So stay vigilant and follow all the recommended guidelines, in particular wearing masks. And if you're in a business that requires a mask, which is their right, please abide by their request. Remember, it's not just you that they're trying to protect. Now, today marks another milestone toward that elusive normal. Today, the governor has authorized restaurants to go to 50% capacity. Bars, bowling alleys, and bingo halls also have the green light, but are limited to 25% occupancy. Also, zoos, aquariums, natural caverns, and similar facilities may also open with the same 25% restriction. Check with these businesses for their specific operating hours and any additional restrictions or guidelines they may have. And don't forget the governor's publication, Open Texas. This covers all the businesses and the requirements for them to reopen. There's a lot of good information in that publication, so please take advantage of it. Now, as for Watauga, starting today, all the playgrounds and park amenities are now open to the public. This includes the benches, tables, barbecue grills, and the exercise areas at Cap Smith Park. However, the restrooms remain closed at this time. Social distancing requirements remain in effect, and if you plan on using any of these amenities, I highly recommend cleaning the areas before use. That's just my personal suggestion. All the other city offices remain unchanged. We hosted our second virtual town hall meeting on the 20th, and I was extremely pleased with the turnout for this one. We had a total of 38 questions submitted. Now, one question in particular I would like to address again, and I'll read it to you as it was submitted. What more can the city and citizens do to help our Watauga neighbors who might experience depression, fear, and the tremendous stress as a result of COVID-19? The virus has disrupted the lives of most everyone. For some, it has been devastating. Unfortunately, Watauga doesn't have resources to address this. I suggest reaching out to Tarrant County, even Fort Worth. Family is the best line of defense with this. Family is in the best position to notice if someone's having these particular issues. Friends, you also have an insight into this. As for Watauga, neighbors taking care of neighbors is another way to address this and take care of it, especially the elderly, or if you know someone that is having difficulties. So again, look in on your neighbors. So thank you to everybody that submitted questions, and thank you to Ms. Gardner and her staff for their work in making that event happen. I also want to hit real quick on what has been a hot topic for a while now, and that's the bulk trash pickup. Waste Connection has notified us today that they will be current with bulk pickup in Watauga by tomorrow. Now, for those of you that don't think the pandemic has affected this service, let me give you some numbers. Last April of 2019, they picked up 160 tons of bulk trash. Bulk pickup this past April was 270 tons. That's well over a 50% increase. Now, not making excuses for them, I'm just giving you the facts. Now, that about covers everything for this week. As always, I want to thank everybody for their support and understanding. It's been a most difficult 2 months for everybody. Stay safe and remember your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Enjoy this Memorial Day weekend, and please take a moment to remember all the men and women who have sacrificed their lives for our great country. It's another reason Watauga is a great place to live. Thank you, and have a good weekend.